Good morning, Wise Coffee Chat people. Everybody watching, this is Jennifer Sanchez. I don't know why I said that. The music threw me off. Like, this system gives you different music every time you pick like chill or hip hop. It's not the same one. So I was like, what is going on? But
Oh.
my name is Jennifer Sanchez. You are watching the Wise Morning Coffee Chat show. Super excited to be on this morning with my co-host Kim Montesinos. Who am I? I am a mom of 3 beautiful daughters. I'm an entrepreneur. I run the Women's Institute of Self-Development and Efficacy, WISE for short, where we put on conferences, retreats, networking events, coaching programs, mentorship programs, and then we have a health and wellness component, as well as I'm in the real estate industry. I'm a real estate investor, which that's exciting as well. So that's who I am, and I will pass it on to Kim so she can introduce herself.
Good morning, Wise community. My name is Kimberly Montesinos, and I am the owner of Crystal Clear Cleaning, which is a residential cleaning company. I'm also a mom of 2 adult children, and I just really, really love being a part of this show, co-hosting with Jennifer, and being a part of the Wise community. Just moved, everybody. I pray for me. I just found a new space in downtown Naperville for my office. So I was without an office for about 6-7 months. Previously, I was in Lisle. So I'm really, really excited to have a space for my employees so they can have a place to call home. We're in a downtown Naperville, which is super cool. We're in a landmark house. So, just pray that I can get through the move, because moving is really, really, strenuous and time consuming. And I'm so tired. But I'm excited. So that's me.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So everyone that's watching, remember this interactive show, so you can comment and say anything. Congratulations to Kim on the move, because I know that's pretty cool as well. Oh, no problem. So of course, we know that a move is a lot of work. So we're gonna keep you in our prayers this morning.
Thank you. I receive.
I just the thought of like spring cleaning is like draining. So like imagine packing everything up and just like shipping it out, or like sending it out, or yeah. So I don't know if people are spring cleaning. That's a great, yesterday when we went on a run, Kim, some of the ladies that were with us were already talking about cleaning and getting rid of things. And I'm saying here, like, it's still February. Like, do I have to start?
Yeah, actually, we always prep for spring cleaning in February, because March is when it really starts. Yes, everybody starts really thinking about, after the holiday. January, February is a little drab, I must say. Except for you birthday people out there for January and February. We want to celebrate you all, right? But actually, March kicks off people start thinking about spring cleaning, organizing, a lot of people are getting, more and more people are less is better. So purging those items they don't really need, because, as I always say when I promote my business, when you have a clean space, an organized space, you just think better.
Yeah.
You think better, you perform better. The moms out there can exhale. So yeah, I can see like your group, the group start, the women, men don't, but women start thinking about, oh, I got to start spring cleaning, and getting prepared.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I didn't even think about that, but well, let's go into our favorite part of the show, which is the coffee chat. So for those that are watching, feel free to share what you're drinking this morning. It's coffee time, even though I am not drinking coffee, but I'll let you go first, Kim, and share what you're drinking.
So I'm drinking, I was doing the hot water with lemon, but this morning I'll put my cup up. It says, "Good morning, gorgeous." I think you can see it. This is a cup that my boyfriend gave me. I thought that was so sweet.
Oh,
But
that's
I have oat milk, caramel macchiato oat milk coffee that I made in my Keurig. And, I've switched. I don't drink regular milk anymore. So I just either drink almond milk, and oat milk. And I really like the flavor. And then I don't feel, when I do drink coffee, I don't feel nauseous or like an upset stomach. So I attribute that to the milk I was used. I'm more cream than coffee girl. So
Mm.
yeah, this tastes good, but I like your concept. What are you drinking?
Oh man, now I'm not drinking coffee at all. I've betrayed coffee this morning. Uh, I'm drinking hot lemon water. I'm really trying to just stick to like hot lemon water in the morning before I drink anything else, right? And I
Right.
think and that's from like our 100th episode. I think it was Paola that was the one that was talking about the Lucci, what do we call it?
The
Rest
Susan Lucci. The Susan
Susan
Lucci.
Lucci, which rest in peace, she passed away, right? Just a week ago, didn't she?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I believe so. This is how I just learned about her. And I
Wow.
believe she just passed away because that's I saw a whole bunch of stuff and someone tagged me on it because they saw the show. Um, so on, so let me
Oh.
see. I think she did. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought she did pass away. Like she
Well,
was.
she's been around for a long. I mean, she was the I forgot the name of the novella, but she was the soap opera, but she was the queen of the soap opera queen for years, 80s, 90s, even 2000s. Like she's been around for decades.
Yeah, it's All My Children. That's what
All
she
My
was.
Children. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I didn't know that they called hot lemon water the Susan Lucci. Who was it that said that on the last show? I forgot who said that, but that's the
I
only
brought
reason.
it up because since I was around at that time, I remember because she was the first one, like in Asia and in Eastern culture, that's real popular, right?
Oh,
But
really?
she was the first one to kind of like she's a healthy person. She was always very healthy. Like if you look her up, like she's well thin. She aged beautifully, Jennifer, like beautifully. And
Yeah.
she attributed to that she took care. She was a self-care girl back then when we didn't even talk about self-care. But she drank this hot water and lemon every morning, and when she ate food, she would drink like hot water to help the food digest.
Really? I didn't know that. So
Yeah,
this is what she's known for overall then. Like she was before health and wellness. And I
right.
see Gemalette, she's on. Good morning,
Hi,
Gemalette. She just started her
Evelyn. Aw.
podcast. So congratulations. I know she's like on her third or fourth episode. Um, but yeah, so she was known as a health person or a healthy, conscious person before it became popular. Because I feel like now
Right.
everybody is like trying to do something. Everybody's learning something on TikTok. Everyone's learning something on Facebook, right? And it's good. Like we can get information real quickly, right? Like you want to learn
Yeah.
how to like I think it was right now I'm doing liver detox. So I saw another woman in our community, Liza. She shared it with me, detoxing the liver.
Wow.
Um, And the liver's connected to like, as I've been on this journey, I've been on the last couple months, like the liver's connected to anger issues, right? So she sent that to me because she knows that I've shared that I had, once I did my, I don't know if you remember when I did my grieving massage a couple months ago, and the lady, when she was massaging me, she hit my liver, and I felt like a pinch. And when I shared with Liza, and Liza was like, "Well, that was where you probably were storing your anger. Maybe that's why that pain happened, because it was kind of supposed to like release whatever resentment or anger or grief I had." Um, so
Wow.
which I have not been as bad as I used to be, because I was a lot more angry. I was an angrier person, and I actually become more like, I feel more emotions now. So I'm like, oh, maybe that grief massage really did help me. But that's not the point of why I'm sharing it. Since then, been learning more about the liver. So I started taking liver shots, or like liver detox shots. So it's like 1 spoon of lemon juice, 1 spoon of olive oil, and a dash of cayenne pepper. And I've
Okay.
just been doing that. This is going to be like my third or fourth day. And
Okay.
like, it's supposed to be 7 days. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know what happens on the
Okay.
seventh day. But I feel like I've been like lighter. I feel like, I'm not trying to do too much TMI here, because this is a video live, but I think it's working. So yeah,
Wow.
check out liver detox shots.
Okay.
And I've been doing it. So that's why I'm doing the hot lemon water too. I'm just trying to get
Yeah.
myself, in a better space physically and mentally. Um, Gemma said, let us know on that liver shot stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'll follow up and let you know what happens in 7 days. But, and you can reach out to me one on one, because I feel like I've been going to the restroom more, and I'm like, man, like this is really kind of
Mhm.
like doing something. So, yeah, this is good stuff. So, let's go into the health and wellness topic, Kim, and those that are watching. If you're still drinking something, share what you're drinking this morning. Kim got her coffee. I got my lemon hot water. Health and wellness, right? Since we're
Right.
talking about being healthy, and we're talking about taking care of ourselves. I don't know if you caught that video I did, Kim, in our private community, about just loving ourselves and self-care. And, it takes a lot of work to
Yeah.
like care for yourself. I don't know
Hmm.
what your thoughts are on that.
I think because it goes back to the fact that it's women. I think it's harder on women. I mean, once guys get into self care, like you go to the gym, they just have a regular regimen because they just go for it, do what they got to do, and let it go. We are thinking about everybody else but ourselves, and I think we have to work on that mindset first. And the
Yeah.
mindset is everyone else, and then ourselves.
Mhm.
But even like I learned how it changed me a bit as far as the mindset was when I took the cohort class in WISE about scheduling yourself. Like
Mhm.
schedule yourself like you do for the moms out there. I remember when my kids were little, I scheduled their doctor's appointments, their dental appointments, the PTA meetings. It was a big board. Like I could see it so I wouldn't miss it. Like I didn't have it in my phone back then. I had it on a board in the kitchen. And scheduling yourself, like to say, from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, whatever time that is, that you feel that you can do it, and you have to be consistent with it. But learning those little tricks of, okay, I'm going to schedule my workout, or I'm going to schedule my meditation time. Like I hear a lot of ladies in the WISE community talk about, I get up in the morning and I pray, right?
Mhm.
But it becomes habitual once you get into a rhythm of it, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it just the beginning of it has to do with the mindset, and then, as always, being around other like-minded people. I mean, like when you do the run on Sundays, right? You're really promoting the ladies to come out and become habitual at least once a week, to run with you, to feel good, to have community. So you've got to, if you're doing the same thing, you're not going to get different results. So you got to get out of that comfort zone. And then if you want to get healthy, like get around someone who's in the same mindset that wants to do that, and then start emulating them. or doing what they do, right?
Agree. I think that's why having a community where everyone's focusing on health and wellness, or everyone's focusing on self-care is critical. If you're
Right.
hanging out with people that are not doing that, it's kind of hard to keep up with that rhythm, right?
Oh
Birds
yeah.
of a feather flock together, right?
Right.
And that is difficult to maintain, especially and then of course I understand like the full-time gigs, like having a
Yeah.
full-time job,
Right.
having kids. Like some people might be like, Jennifer, you sound nuts, or Kim, you sound nuts. Like that's unrealistic to be able to schedule yourself. But honestly, yeah, you can. You know, if you're disciplined enough,
Mhm.
that's totally doable. And I know that I teach that in the coaching program because when I was in college and I took a coaching program, I remember my coach was like, you got to schedule everything, every single thing of your life, you know,
Wow.
schedule it all. Like, and that will make you, and of course, there's times that you're not going to do it. Like, I think
Right.
people,
Right.
there's times that you're going to be in different seasons and you're going to have more productive seasons and you're going to have unproductive seasons, and you're going to have times that you don't feel like scheduling crap because you like, I'm not feeling this right now, which is fine.
Mhm.
But the moment you are ready to get productive, put yourself first, really get focused on your health, then schedule it. Start, have a planner, and that's just one tidbit that we could share.
Also, you know what I thought about too, Jennifer? You know, like how we have to have a vacation. Like it's good mentally to go on vacation, right? You need
Yeah.
like, unfortunately, in our country, as great as it is, health is not one of the, and family is not one of the primary, what do you call it, values. Because like if you go to Europe or you go to Mexico, you know, people are more laid back, they're more family, they get more time off of work, right? So I think another thing that people could do is, so you don't get burnt out on health, you know, take a vacation from it. Because what happens is when we
Mm,
when you know we get burnt out, we take a break, we don't do it. I know, I'll speak for myself. Like if I do that, it's so hard to come back, right? It's so hard. Like I'll share my story a little bit about that, my health and wellness, you know, path right now. So I'm like, okay, I got caught up with work. You get caught up with work and then a few days go by. And as soon as those few days go by, a week goes by, a month goes by, and then you just like forget it and you look up and you're back to where you started. But maybe if we schedule vacations, even for, you know, like if you go on a vacation, take that time and you don't work out, you just chill, you relax. But when you come back from the vacation, go back to your health and wellness program. Go back to your daily habits. And that brings me to another thing, the book that we read in the community, Atomic Habits. I had read the first book, and that is so helpful for busy people, busy moms. Those little habits of just, we think we have to work out 2 hours or we got to work out an hour. You know, if you do 15 minutes a day, or you start out at 5 minutes a day and build it up to 15, but you just do it consistently,
yeah,
you'll be better off of not doing anything at all. Do you agree?
agree. Of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because 15 minutes a day, one is better than no minutes a day,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And then if you think about 15 minutes a day in 7 days, what's that? 3, 4 hours you've worked out in the week, right?
Right.
The mindset around revolved around that.
Hmm.
Um, Let me share these comments because I want to make sure
Oh, good.
we have some comments. I'm
Wow.
in that boat this year. Last year, I just let myself go, but this year, I'm trying to work on myself. Made all my doctor's appointments and everything. I also want to lose 40 by my 40th in June. That's
Oh, good
awesome.
one.
Yeah. Hey, this is Mary. I'm drinking coffee with hazelnut almond milk coffee creamer with MCT oil. I started going to Starbucks. Now that you're talking about, you also said almond milk. Like I've been asking for my white mocha with almond milk, no whip. Like I've just been like, I want it, and it's kind of like I feel like, oh, I want the whip, I want the fatty stuff, but I've been kind of being a good girl in that area.
Try the
So,
oat milk one. The oat milk one is good at Starbucks.
oh, the oatmeal, yeah, I haven't. I just switched to regular to almond milk, so that's what I've
Okay.
been doing. But yeah, I should try that one.
Oh,
When you want to do something, you will always make time. Absolutely.
oh,
Um,
wow.
and then we have some users. I don't know who these users are because you guys are commenting from the private group. So hello, beautiful ladies. And then we have another Facebook user. She said, good morning. So just make sure you guys give permission to the stream to show your comments. And I believe to do that, you have to go to, let's see, chat.restream.io/Facebook. I think that's where you go and share permission. But regardless, if you can't do it, it's understandable. This is where you show your name, or just write it in the chat so we know who's watching. So yeah, with all that conversation about, and here's another thing, I don't want to beat people up. I think everybody wants to look healthy. I think everybody wants to lose weight.
Mhm.
Everybody, like, I think if everybody had a magic pill and they can take it and have the ideal body,
Mhm.
I think they would, right? Because
Mhm.
honestly, we're lazy.
I would.
It takes a lot of discipline to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying this because I've lost 30 pounds, right? So
Mhm.
I know that I've gone down since February 30 pounds. It's February of 2022. That's when
Okay.
I it was so funny because I just posted a picture up, Kim,
Mhm.
and literally my memories on Facebook showed me when I started going to the gym, when I started training for the marathon. So I
Wow.
so I started in February of 2022. Um, and I've been on that, health journey. I got more intense about May, the month of May. I think I kind of got really intense on my marathon training.
Okay.
Um, but then I also noticed that when I hit the month of October, I thought, well, there goes all my healthy stuff, right? Like the marathon's over. I'm gonna go back and just go to
Right.
regular. But no, in actuality, from October to now, I've noticed I've lost more weight. And the switch was I started lifting weights and not running as much.
Wow.
Yeah, I noticed that because, okay, when I run, I give myself an excuse to eat.
Oh, good. Okay.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I will still eat. And yes, I was eating a lot of salads during my training, and I was making sure, like, my trainer will kill me if she's watching this video right now, because she's always like, make healthy choices, Jennifer. She'll tell me every time she sees me, right, to eat a salad, which I have, but then afterwards I was like, I don't feel like eating the salad. I don't, but actually, I've lost more weight because I've been doing more weight training, and I don't eat when I get home. I really don't eat. I
Oh,
just
that's
eat,
good.
so I don't eat. Like, I only eat while I'm at work, and my coworkers love to make fun of me. They love to tease me, say that I snack a lot, and I'm like, you guys don't go to the gym and run like I do. First off, like, I can snack all day, and I'm okay with it. You guys can snack and gain weight. I'm not. Like.
Mhm. Right.
When I get to home, I don't snack. There's like, I'm good, you know?
Oh, wow. I think that's when most people fall is either you fall. Some of us are emotional eaters. I worked for Jenny Craig back in the day when it first came out. I didn't sell the food. I was the coach. When you came in, I would sit down and talk to you and then
What?
assign you to your person, your food person, right? And that's when I really learned. I did it for like 6 months or a year. I learned that food is a lot of it with women is
Mhm.
connected to emotion. Some of us, I know I am. When
Yeah.
I'm upset, I can go through a bag of chips. I can go through whatever. Like I'm more of a chocoholic, so I eat something
Yes.
bad.
I love chocolate.
um, so like what you're saying, like let me just ask you this to get off topic. So once you got into the habit, what happened when you ate something that wasn't good? Was it the same experience, or were you kind of like, oh, this don't taste the same, or was it like,
That's a
you know what
good.
I mean?
Well, I'll still have chocolate cake. I will still, my coworkers will tell
Right,
you, I
right.
still eat it all. But one thing that I don't eat as much as I used to, which I know I need to start doing, is I don't do a lot of protein. If I do protein, I do chicken. I
Okay,
rarely do like red meat unless it's like at some like an event,
right.
or going out to eat or something. But like, we do a lot of chicken at home. So when I do eat meat, it's not the same as what it used to be. So I've known like I changed my taste with that in general. I do miss like I do love salads. Salads are amazing. Like
Yeah, you
once
can do
you
everything.
yeah, once you really like eat salads and make it a habit and you crave salads,
Mhm.
that's awesome, right? Um, but yeah, no, I think my palate did like does crave more vegetables and does crave more salads, but I still eat, if I'm out, I will still grab a burger. Like I'm not gonna lie, I still grab a burger here and there. You know, it
Sure, no. Like I remember when I lost 30 pounds, which I've already gained back, and I joined Orange Theory, and it was before the pandemic. So 2019, I lost 30 pounds. I felt awesome and I loved the gym. But what happened to me when I lost the weight? I changed a lot of things. I took out things in the diet, like I didn't eat as much sugar. So the first
oh
thing they
yeah.
said to me is take out the sugar, take out the coffee. The coffee didn't go, but I just used the creamer, like the creamer, and I tried not to put sugar in it. And if I did like a brown sugar. I didn't do like or stevia. That was the one they said use stevia. But anyway, once I lost that weight and got into that routine, if I ate something sweet, it was like, oh, it's too sweet. So now, even though I've gained the weight back, my taste buds for sugary sweet stuff has never gone back. Like I like you, I love
Mm,
brownies, I love cookies. I have my little things that I like. But when you get into a healthy routine, I feel like you don't tend to crave the bad stuff as much. Like you do crave, like you said, like salads, you crave a salad. When you're trying to lose weight,
mm,
a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to, I'm going to eat a bunch of rabbit food. But once you get creative with the salad, right, and you start really enjoying the salad because you put in a lot of healthy stuff that you like in it. Like I like putting grapes and nuts and chia seeds and different types of protein like salmon or chicken or whatever, egg. I mean, I like to load my salad, right? And so a salad for me, I like that crunch. I like red peppers, green peppers, all that stuff. So I just load it up. And I love salads just like you do. I do. I really love a good salad. Like I can be really good with a salad. So it just helps your palate. Like you said, my palate has changed. So when you start to
mhm.
get healthy, your palate changes too because those two go together. You have to have sleep, you've got to eat right, and you got to exercise. But I like what you said about the weights.
Yeah, I noticed that was a big difference, and I even noticed like so if I'm training for remember like running is a big like carb thing, right? You can burn a
Hmm.
lot of carbs, but you need a
Hmm.
lot of carbs to run the mileage that we run when you're training for a marathon. So I didn't feel bad eating, you know, extra stuff here and there because I was like, I'm gonna burn it off anyways. I'm gonna go run and burn 1,000 calories right now because that's just how much I ran. But I knew that I was also trying to be like, okay, well, let me at least eat a salad. Like there was a point where, she's always eating salads. She's always eating salads. And I would go to McDonald's and try to like, let me get the salad. Or I would go, Wendy's has the best salads. Like Wendy's, like I didn't know like they had the best avocado Southwest chicken salad thing. And I like that I will go to or Chick-fil-A, right? Like I'll go and get the
Olay.
salads.
Mm.
Yeah, they're fast food. Maybe they're not the best, but they're better than like, let me get the burger, right? So it is
Yeah.
like that mindset thing. But when I started lifting weights, I noticed a difference. Like I cut off inches too, like inches were going down. So I'm sitting here like, okay, now I can see like my what's going on. And I think this is what it's all about. Talking about McDonald's no longer sells salads. Yeah, I don't think I haven't gotten a salad from McDonald's. It was Wendy's and Chick-fil-A that I've gone to. But yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are on it. I already lost my train of my train of
No,
thought.
no, just getting into getting into a routine. Like for example, joining the Biggest Loser. Like if you're and that point right now where you don't know how do I start? Sometimes it's just starting and having that support. So having like the Biggest Loser program or joining the running group where you come Sundays in the morning and you have other women, that are in the same mindset. Because sometimes the gym can be a little intimidating because you walk
Yeah.
in there and if 80% of the people are like already in shape and you're not there yet, you feel like, oh, so I love the fact that you have the running community because it's for everybody. It's for the beginner, it's for the marathon runner, it's for
The
whoever wants to
walker.
just a walker, right? Come on out, I'll walk with you because I can't run. So
Yeah.
just having that community. And the Biggest Loser, I want to hear more about the Biggest Loser. That could help some people in the community, get motivated.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me share the flyer. So it's our 5 week Fat Girls Run Challenge Biggest Loser style. So for those that have been in the community, starts today. For those that have been in the community since 2018 or been around us since 2018, no, it was 2020. We started it in 2020. We did challenges where we would hold each other accountable, right? Because accountability is a big deal. Like if a trainer's not holding you accountable, if you don't have a support system, accountability buddy, it's really hard to get healthy when you're just trying to do it all on your own.
Amen.
So in anything in life, to be honest with you, like
Right.
I need accountability partners for being single or like being married.
Right.
You need mentors. You need people to kind of hold you accountable to certain things, certain lifestyles. So and I know everyone says the same thing. Oh, it's Sunday, it's 7 in the morning, we run. This is part of the running community. Oh my God, it's 7 in the morning, it's so hard. Like it's hard because you're not putting it as a priority. Yes, like it is very hard. Like if your priority is to stay up all night and party and then you can't get up in the morning, yes, it's hard. But I bet you I stay up, I will still get my butt up there and be there at 7 in the morning because I know there's people waiting for me, right? Like
Right.
so
Right.
so it's a little bit different, especially for me because like I have to show up. So we have the running community, but we're doing Biggest Loser challenge. Going back to my point, we used to hold each other accountable to lose weight, and you could lose weight however you want because not everyone loses weight the same way. What works for me not will probably not work for Kim, and what works for Kim might not work for me. Like
Hmm.
things like that. I understand that it's different. So what we do is you lose weight the way you feel most comfortable, right?
Okay.
Um, and every week you weigh in. So today will be the first weigh in our Fat Girls Run Facebook group. And unfortunately, this is only for women. So if there's any men watching, sorry, just we usually service women with our stuff. So we have the Facebook group is Wise Fat Girls Run, and in there we're gonna put a poll saying weigh in today. People are gonna weigh in, and then from there for the next 5 weeks, you're gonna hold yourself accountable, right? Every
Hmm.
week you gotta weigh in and
Okay.
you got to show that you've lost some weight. Now, people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't lose weight in 5 weeks. No, you can. Totally can because healthy, my trainers told me you can lose 2 pounds per week. Healthy. If you lose, that's in the healthy spectrum. So for someone to say that they cannot lose weight, then that's a whole different story. But I know that you can lose 2 pounds per week, even if you lose half a pound. The whole point is just to lose something per week. Now, let's say some people say, well, I'm lifting so I gain more muscle, or I'm retaining water, because that happens to me too. One week I go and look on the scale and I'm like, dang, I gained 5 pounds. It's not that I gained 5 pounds. I'm retaining water, and that's extra 5 pounds of water in my body. Um, but if you can prove that your muscle mass goes down, I mean, that you've gained muscle mass, right? So there's some scales that will track your muscle mass. And
Oh
I don't
wow.
know. Yeah. So there are scales that will do weight, but will also do how much muscle you've gained or lost, which is a big deal. So if you can prove that, okay, maybe I didn't lose weight, but I've gained muscle mass, then we'll waive the fee, right? Another thing that we do is if you miss a weigh in, you get fined. If you gain weight, you get fined. There's one more, and someone forgive me. If you stay the same, you'll get fined. This is to get your butt moving, right? This is to
Okay.
get your butt encouraged. And then, of course, if you miss a weigh in and you're like, oh, I missed the weigh in, I'm going to get fined. well, we put an extra incentive since we have the running community. Then come out, run on Sunday, and we'll waive the fine. Or run on your own and prove it in the community that you went for a run. Show your little tracker, or take a picture of you just running or whatever, something to prove to us that you went for a run. We'll waive that fine for that week. So there's disclaimers and stuff. We have that all in the application. You can apply. I'll make sure I put this in the chat, the form. And I know, yeah, I probably have to put it in the chat because people are not going to be able to grab it from that. But, so we have an application for that. Another thing that we're also so that's for the Biggest Loser.
Okay.
So anyone wants to join today, is our first day. It's for 5 weeks. What do you have to lose? If you have any questions, ask them in the chat. Women always fear weights, but it's the best way to burn fat and get lean. I agree. Women, yeah, weights.
Wow.
Yeah, that is definitely an intimidating thing. But anyone that wants to join Biggest Loser, let me know. There is an entry fee, $25. Now, why you guys are saying, why do I have to do an entry fee? Why for all these fines? Because you won't do it without it. You won't do anything if there's no skin in the game. That's just,
Right.
like any accountability group, any community that you go to, you pay a trainer, right? There, you pay a club, right? Because you're trying to hold yourself accountable, and that's why you will most likely do it. So if you say, I'm going to pay the $25, I'm going to hold myself accountable for the next 5 weeks, you'll most likely do it. If you just try to do it and not pay anything, like, let's be honest, you would have lost all that weight on your own already.
Right. Absolutely. Right.
That's why I sign up for marathons. That's why I sign up with trainers, because I know by myself, I will not do anything. Like, it's just reality, right? So yeah, so I don't know, Kim, do you have any questions about that?
And then also, so the community knows more about the running group, that's a nice thing to join the the group that I'm sorry. I just went through my head. The Biggest Loser. Right. So Biggest Loser. And then come out, if you join Biggest Loser or not, come out to the Sunday running group. I mean, that it's, yesterday was 50 degrees almost, you guys. It was beautiful. But I really commend you ladies, you, Mary, especially you and Mary, because you two are the most consistent women. I've seen you out there in the snow. Like, I've seen you out there when it's cold. And I'm like, wow. But that just motivates and inspires women to say, I think someone said that in the chat, when you want to do something, it was Mary. When you want to do something, you will always make time. Amen, Mary. You're right. And you and Jennifer definitely are a great example of that. Because like you said, Jennifer, when you think about 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, you're like, oh, right. Yeah. But it's one day a week. And just think of it, instead of 7 o'clock in the morning, oh, I don't want to do it. Change the mindset. 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go be with some fantastic women and run. And then we'll have some community afterwards. I'll look at it as girl time. All of us love girl time, right? All of us like to get away from our day. I know I do. When I get a chance to get away from my daily routine, even if it's for an hour. I mean, I went with my sister yesterday and we had an hour massage. And for that hour, I didn't think about crystal clear cleaning. I didn't think about my children, my home, my business, nothing. And it was just relaxing. And I know when I've gone to the meetings on Sunday morning, once you start moving your body, you feel better anyway. And then afterwards, we have the coffee, we sit down. So where are you at? What are you doing? You feel good when you leave, right? It's just getting there. Ladies, it's just getting there. That's all it is. So I just want to encourage everyone who's even thinking about it. Just like you mentioned spring cleaning, Jennifer, like in the cleaning industry, and since that's my industry, this is the time of year where people really think about health the most too.
Yeah.
So if you
summer bodies.
Right. Everybody, after the holiday, a lot of people, the gyms are really packed. My son is a certified trainer, so I went to work out with him yesterday at LA Fitness. Oh, and nice. I was like, it's funny. It's like spring cleaning for the body, right? Yeah. But we have to take this time right now to be committed, to find that accountability person, to just start. Because look at it like spring cleaning your home. You're going to spring clean your body. Like you're going to really work on, this is the time for me to spring into this summer. This is the time for me to spring into being a better me. You know, I'm going to spring into a new community. I'm going to spring into committing to myself first, whether it's 5 minutes or 1 hour or whatever that looks like for you ladies. Just spring into it. Just jump into it. Go for it. Just do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I love what you said, Kim. Like it is, this is the time everyone's thinking about their bodies. Even someone just wrote, I want to say, I think this is Jeanette. I want to go to Nashville for my birthday, and them summer dresses need to fit. I mean,
hear
you do feel more confident, right? You lose weight, you feel better, you gain more muscle mass, right? You know, however you're feeling, you got the boost, you get that boost. So if you start working out now, start taking care of yourself now, by summertime you'd be a lot better. 5 weeks you could lose 10 pounds, 2 pounds a week.
Wow, look at that.
Even if you lose 5 pounds, that's like 5 pounds is still a big deal. And I think people say, well, 5 pounds isn't a lot. No, 5 pounds is a lot. 5 pounds makes a big difference in outfits, right? And what's really helped me lately is like, I don't see it as, oh my God, I gotta lose all this weight. I don't, because it could be intimidating to say, I gotta lose 40 pounds. I gotta lose 50 pounds. Like, no, I say, I'm gonna just lose 5. And I want to get down to the 5. Okay, I'm down to the 5. Now I'm gonna shoot for another 5. Right? The baby increments, because then this way it doesn't feel like, oh my God, I gotta lose 40 pounds. How am I gonna do it? Right? And you could still look great in summer dresses, even if you only lose 5-10 pounds, but you get leaner. Right? Like I think that's that false misconception. Like I have to lose all this weight to look good. No, you can get lean and get more muscle and work out with the weights. I love working out with the weights. And lately I've just started working out in the back with all the men. Like I don't care no more. Like don't bother me. I'm back here. I'm working out. Like you're doing that wrong anyways. You know, I'm sitting there like, and I'm not trying to be judgy, but I'm sitting there like, don't look at me crazy when you're not even working out right.
Right. But I love what you just said. Like, if you think about it, my doctor said this to me. He said, okay, Kim, you need to lose 40 pounds. I had lost 30. And now I'm like, when you do that yo-yo thing, you tend to gain more weight. Right. So I love what you just said. Don't look at 40, look at 5. That's the tiny habit mentality. And here's another thing, ladies. Think about this. Let's just think about 10 pounds. If you had to walk around all day with 10-pound weights in your hand all day long. Think about that. When you, like for me, he said to me, think about you carrying for a 40-pound person, like a 40-pound child on your back all day long. That's why your back hurts. That's why your knee hurts. That's why you're tired more, because you're carrying that extra weight. And that's why when people lose it, they feel more energized. They feel lighter. They feel like, oh, I can do more, right? That's why right now the move is hard for me. Yeah, like you said, Jennifer, packing, moving, that's a stressful thing. Just like cleaning a house. It's like, oh, I got to prep for it. But if I didn't have the weight on me, I would have the energy to do it, right? It's just I don't, because I have that extra weight. So listen, I love that example, ladies. That's a great way to look at it. Just go 5 pounds. Look, join the Biggest Loser and go for 2. That's even better. Like just go, I'm going to lose 2 pounds this week, or 1.5 pounds this week, or 1 pound this week. And when you do it, like you get motivated. When you lose a pound, you're like, oh, yeah, it's working. And all it needs to do is work, right? We just need to feel it. So that was I love that. Just look at it in the smaller increments.
Yeah, I mean, and if it were, let's say, because we're just relaunching this, because we used to do it and we paused for a whole year. We weren't running any Biggest Losers, but this time we're running it again with, the whole running, we're throwing in some running stuff into that. But I think one of the biggest things is if in 5 weeks you lose 5 to 10 pounds, let's just say,
okay,
run another one, lose another 5 to 10 pounds.
Right.
There's your 20. We'll run another one in the winter. Here's your other 10 pounds.
Right. There goes that dress for that one of our ladies who's going to Nashville. I don't know how much she needs to lose, but you got a lot of time from now till June to get some weight off you.
Yeah, you do, and it's totally doable.
Yeah.
It requires discipline, it requires changing habits, it requires mindset, and yep, Angel's
Community.
all signed up. She is signed up, and you do need community. And I think one of the biggest things is
Oh,
Angel is signed
Angel
up.
signed up. All right, Angel.
Yep, yep. And I think one of the biggest things is we're always putting excuses for
Yeah,
ourselves, right? I don't
yeah,
want to go to the gym. I don't want to wake up early. The biggest battle is getting up early. That's the biggest battle, you know, to
yeah.
get up early and go to the
I
gym, or
agree
get
with
up
you.
early and go run, or no one wants to do that. But I don't want to do that. Like, people really think I like want to do that. No, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. I
Well,
train myself mentally to do it. I would
well, thank
like
you for being vulnerable with that. I think people need to hear, people need to hear that even when you're uh, doing good at something, it's not something you always want to do. Like you just said,
yeah.
like I don't every Sunday want to get up at so you have to get up at 6 to get there at 7. So it's not like you're rolling out of bed at 7, right? So you have to get up early to be there. And not every Sunday you want to do it. But once you get there, I mean, I've listened to you practically every Sunday that you've done it. And every Sunday you have a takeaway. Like, oh, this Sunday this lady was this, or this Sunday someone new came, or this Sunday I had such a great time with the conversation afterwards, or this Sunday I had a lot of energy to run. So there's always something that you get out of that Sunday that you could have just stayed at home in bed. But live your life, have a new experience. Look at it as every Sunday I'm gonna have a new experience, and something good's gonna come out of it, because it
Yeah.
does. Something always good's come out of it when you
Absolutely.
get out of your comfort
Absolutely.
zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Get out of your comfort zone. So for those that are watching, I did put the link to sign up in the chat. Oh, I see more posts. So I'm ready. Angel said, I'm ready to get into them dresses. It's in May. Oh yeah, her birthday's in May.
Oh, okay.
She put me too. She put, your reason for getting your goals, your why has to be something that means
Right.
something to you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, I love the community Jen has created. I definitely do it for the fellowship. Yes, I'm glad that
Wonderful.
you enjoy the community. I think that's the nice thing. I attract good women. I attract very friendly, kind, loving women, which I'm thankful to God that, these are the women that come into the community.
Yeah.
And I said this yesterday at our coffee run after we were drinking coffee at that Lathrop coffee house. And I said, I'm sharing this with you guys because I know you guys are not going to give me bad energy. There's certain people, like,
Yeah.
when you share good news to some people, they're
Amen.
secret, right? They're hating on you, and literally they're like, "Oh, I hope she doesn't get that." So I'm really mindful of who I share what with, because I don't put all my business out there. So I said it to the group yesterday. I'm sharing this with you three because I trust you guys, and I know you guys are really genuinely gonna be
Hmm.
happy for me and excited for me, compared to like someone else might be like, who she thinks she is. Uh
Okay. I don't know if this is the right thing this person said, but I heard someone say haters are creators, or haters are something. But I love what you're saying. That's another component. Like, be careful who you share your dreams with. My uncle Pancho used to tell me that all the time. Be careful who you share your dreams with, because there's so many people who, even if intentionally or consciously, they don't know it, but they're afraid to do their dreams, so they don't want you to do yours,
yep,
accomplish yours, right? So good, a very good input on that, Jennifer. Like, just be careful, but go around the people who want to attain certain goals that you want to, because you'll get there faster.
absolutely, absolutely. Jeanette said, you are who you attract. You're an amazing woman. Oh, thank you. Jeanette's
Yes, she's
amazing
right.
too.
You are. Yes.
Thank
So
you.
is Jeanette. She's a great, yeah.
Jeanette's amazing. She's so
Hmm.
awesome. Your no BS transparency keeps wise women involved and haters leave. That's
That's true.
true.
That's true.
Women won't last long. Women who are not transparent or vulnerable, will not
Won't
last
last.
in our community at
Mm,
all. If they're
mm.
not authentic, there's people that walk around with a mask, and people that walk around with a mask with authentic people get threatened by it, and eventually they'll fall off. They can't hang.
Yeah, I understand that.
And there's not, at the end of the day, because it's like, so our authenticness, our vulnerability, our transparency makes people feel uncomfortable.
Right, right, right.
And
Like attracts like, and that's
yeah.
okay. There's no judgment. When I was younger, I didn't understand it, but now that I'm older, it's like there. That's why when I talk about authenticity, I say don't look at authentic as the good girl, right? Be authentic of who you are, and you will attract who you need, right? I might need something different than Jennifer needs, or Angel needs, or Yamalet needs, or whoever, all the other beautiful ladies in the community. But that there is no judgment on it. It's just, if you yourself, you attract the right thing. But if you're trying to be a good girl in a community of good girls, you don't last long, because it doesn't connect to your values. It doesn't connect to who you are, right? So this community attracts the like-minded women that can relate to one another and want to grow with one another on the same plane, or similar planes. And those who are coming in with other different ideologies, they don't last. And that's in Jennifer, that's in any kind of group. So it's great that this group, you have such a great community of women who are on the same plane. So it makes it a beautiful thing, a beautiful experience.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. And I see uh Yamilat said you guys always inspire me. And she inspires us
Oh my
too.
God. She's like queen of
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah, of course.
Yes,
Angel.
yes.
Honestly, I'm thankful, and I don't know, I'm going on a tangent, and I will stop with this last tangent because I know, but I have
Okay,
to
it's
share it.
okay. Go ahead.
I know that I created this community. I started in 2018. I know there's a core group of women that have stuck around me. You, for one, you definitely have been one that stuck with me since 2018, which I think you, Angel, stuck with me, Nora, Liza, like Mary, like there's women that have stuck. And
Mm-hmm.
and there's women that have showed up, and they're sticking around, right? Like, but what I want to say is, the great thing is, me as a leader that put the community together, when I went through one of the hardest seasons in my life, right? You guys were there for me. And
Mm-hmm.
that shows like authentic transparency, like who knew, like probably God knew, but who knew that I was going to build a community that was going to be there for me down the road when I
Right,
needed it.
right, right.
You know what I'm following? Like,
Oh,
I
I
think
do.
about
I
that.
do. Because when
Like,
you're a leader, you're so used to pouring into people. So, what that did for you as a leader is it shows that you're an amazing leader because you put time into people. So, when we all, I don't care who you are, you're going to go through a season of, you know, maybe someone passed away. Like for me, my brother passed away in January. That was a season, right?
mhm,
No matter who you are in this life, you don't get away from not having pain. You
mhm,
don't get away from that. You have pain, you have pleasure, you have joy, you have all those emotions as we come across this thing called life, right?
mhm,
But when you're a wonderful, great leader that pours in other people, when you go through your, I don't want to call it dark moment because I hate that ideology of darkness, but when you go through those storms, everybody has a storm, right? So when you go through a storm, you're going to see who's really there for you, right? And most
mhm,
often when you pour into others, they're ready. They're like soldiers. They're like, "Oh no, we got to take care of this person because she was there. She was there when I was crying. She was there when I went through my storm." So it's the give and take. You don't get anywhere in life take. You got to give. And the more you give, God is grace. God gives grace. God gives back to people who give. Remember that. And if you go into anything, business, give your time to yourself. Think about that when we're talking about wellness, right? Give this time to yourself to take care of you, and God's going to give you the results. He's going to help you get there with Jennifer, with the running group, with the whatever in your business. Put time, but you know, I'm going off on a tangent now.
oh,
This is tangent coffee talk, right? But Yeah, when you pour into others, it'll come back twofold. And you're right. When none of us would have imagined, and I was one that had the privilege of being a part of some of the storm that you went through. And it was an honor to say, hey, come on, let me talk to you. Let's be here. Let's share. Or let's just be quiet. We don't always have to say something. Sometimes you just need to sit with somebody and let them talk. And you just be quiet because God will give you what you need. You just need people around you because we're not created to be alone. We're
Oh,
created
yes.
for community, right? So I'm going to
Yes, I
stop with
love that.
that. I'm going to stop with
No,
that.
that was good because you, Mary, like there's a couple people that I know. Mary, I talked Mary's ear off all summer, so I know she's like,
Right.
But let me share these comments real quick. It's also due to the type of women you attract. We are daughters of the Lord. Amen. We do.
Oh, Angel,
That's
yes.
very true. Yes, this is confirmation that God continues to remind us that a storm comes, but this too shall pass. Absolutely.
Amen. Amen.
And then we have this person, Facebook user, our moments of challenges that are pure testimonies of our strength and how to testify how God moves us through so others have hope. Very true.
Wow.
Very true. I tell myself that all the time. This is not for me. This hiccup or this storm is for someone else. Like
Right. You did
that,
say that, right?
you
And
know.
yes, amen for that.
So
Absolutely.
sorry, Kim, I didn't mean I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. It's 8:22, just to
I
let you
know.
know.
We read. I know. Well, it's President's Day, so like I don't got to take him to
Wow.
school.
I think
Well,
this is our biggest, longest chat. It's been awesome.
it has. We have had a good chat. Let me share this because for those that don't know, you are
Oh,
invited. We are relaunching, hosting our first in-person business networking event. This is a big deal, you guys. I don't
yeah.
think we've done this since COVID. I think we're coming back to our networking events that we used to do on Saturday mornings, last Saturday of every month, but now we're doing second Saturday of every month. We've switched it. So every second Saturday, we're going to gather at Nellie's. Kim has been so amazing to get us connected to the owner of Nellie's restaurant so that we can gather there. And from my understanding, have great breakfast. They already are a big breakfast place. So we want to make sure we support a small business. It's in the Humboldt Park, Westtown community. Like,
Yeah. And it's a family-owned business. You guys, we are really supporting a small business, which is amazing.
yeah, which is great. So, like I'm always big on like supporting businesses, supporting our women in our community. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna network, we're gonna have Marta Raso. She's gonna
Wow.
talk about having a business plan. So we're gonna give her 30 minutes to talk about business plan writing. And now if you don't have business plan or you don't have a business, don't worry about it. Go listen. Maybe that might spark something, maybe not, but you'll meet amazing women who are all about personal development, self development, community. I think that's the kicker right there. So we're going to network, we're going to get to know one another, and we're going to learn a little bit about business plan writing, which I'm excited about.
Yes. And
So
I just want to throw out there really quick that, oh, see, Yamalet, read what she said.
she said, love their oatmeal. They
That's
are
yes,
amazing.
they're famous for their oatmeal. That's one of their famed dishes. But um, I just want to add to really, ladies, let's come. The pandemic put such a separation in us on so many different levels, and community is we are like I just mentioned earlier. Humans are communal. We need one another. I really, really think this community needs to come back together once a month like we used to. I remember when Jennifer started this in 2018, and I would make it on my calendar every Saturday. And I live in the suburbs, and I know a lot. And I'm not the only one that travels. Mary travels. She's a little bit farther west than I am, right? But it makes a difference. I know we're all caught up in this Zoom thing, and it's convenient, and you don't have to jive, you don't have to do that. But once a month to come out and just talk and touch and be in presence. When we talk about that energy, yeah, we have that energy here. I feel it this morning. It's positive, it's beautiful. But just imagine how much stronger it is when we're in person.
Yeah.
And then when you're in person, you have more time, like Jennifer is saying about it's personal, you have personal development, you have all different kinds of women in this community. It's not just strictly business, it's not just strictly personal. So when you come out, you have more time to interact with somebody. You might meet somebody at the meeting and you're like, hey, I was having that issue. Let's chat. Let's get to know each other deeper. Let's
Yeah.
connect. So there's a deeper connection and there's more time. Like even if you wanted to stay a little longer, or you can make a date to meet and connect with that person again. But let's just really support this. I'm really excited for Jennifer to really roll out the networking and getting back together as a group, as a whole, once a month, and really kicking this off and getting reconnected again. I just feel like it's a new reconnection of us getting to see each other once a month and sharing. So
Yes, I agree. Thank you, Kim, for sharing that. And you're so right. It's such a big difference gathering in person than virtually.
yes,
The
yes,
atmosphere, the energy, the support. Now, it's a free event. I'm not charging to go to the event, but we are asking that you pay for
mm,
breakfast.
correct.
Like, don't be coming, showing up, acting like you ain't gonna eat. Because if I see you not eating, man, like, bro, we gotta have a
And if you're
conversation.
trying to watch your weight, we can always see you Sunday at the run. So
Like, like we will ask Nelly's to provide healthy options. Don't give me that. Like,
right,
buy some breakfast, support the business because they're
right,
opening their doors for us and allowing us to use the space. Like, for them, we got to remember they're thinking dollars. They're thinking, how does this make sense for me? Okay, 15, 20 extra women coming, all of them buying breakfast. It supports my small business. So it has to be a win win for the business and for us. So please just know I do expect you to see eating something. So, make something, make a choice, make some sort of choice when you go to
right.
the
Eat the
event.
oatmeal, girls. But here, just one last thing before we close. What's beautiful about Nellie's is Jennifer's idea for this community is to grow. What's really nice is they have a space upstairs that can fit up to 75 ladies. So come on now, we want to grow. If you really love this community, you love what Jennifer has really worked for you, and to create and make a community that you feel safe, comfortable, authentic, all of those beautiful things. Help grow it, because we can just go upstairs. Like right now we're on the first level, but Jennifer's goal is to where we can go upstairs and we can have, you will be the leads of what kind of people we bring in to do the presentations. What do you want to hear? What kind of presenters do you want? We can work with you to have that happen, but we need you to make it happen. So we
Yeah.
need your presence. We're asking you to come out. We're asking you to reconnect. We want to reconnect with you. We want to see you. Jennifer is excited about this. She's been wanting to do this for over a year. So let's support our girl and come on out.
Yes, thank you so much, Kim, and thank you for everyone watching. We have gone an hour. Holy moly. Usually we're
Wow.
25, 30 minutes, but we've gone an
Right.
hour. So thank you so much,
Thank
Kim,
you.
for
You're
being here with
welcome.
me. I
All
appreciate
right.
you. And everyone watching, thank you so much, ladies, for engaging and having a conversation with us. I did see a whole bunch of comments here, and I'm sorry if I didn't share all of them. I know Yamila said exactly, we all have a story. Jamila said, this was a great chat, ladies.
Oh, good.
Angel said, of course, Angel asked this question. She's
How
like,
is the
how?
parking situation? That's a good question.
I think it's street parking because I'm picturing Humboldt Park. I'm picturing
Yeah, but I mean,
Clemente.
because we're starting at 9, ladies, I think it's not going to be a situation. But you know what? Let me ask the owner if they do have parking. Great question, Angel. I'll find out for you.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Find out. Have an amazing week. Thank you to Jamila. Um, it's street parking. We always, and I'm laughing because street parking is always a big thing because we've
Oh,
had,
okay.
well, we've had situations. People have gotten tickets. People have gotten, I don't want to say
Oh,
told, but I remember like we used to go to PF Chang's. I don't know if you remember when we used to go to
yes,
PF
of
Chang's,
course.
and someone ended up paying like $40, $50 for parking. Like we've always had. So I know why Angel's
Oh,
asking that question.
okay. It's a great
Um,
question. I didn't think
yeah,
about that because, when you live in the suburbs, you just pull up everywhere, right? We
yes.
don't worry about that. But great question, Angel. I will work on that for you.
Thank you so much, ladies. All right. God bless you. You guys have an amazing rest
Bye.
of your week. Bye.
Bye.